WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning, WKRA 92.7 The Change. It is your morning host, DJ Kitty, here with my co-host, Miss Morningstar from Our Plugs, the Community Connection. Today is Tuesday. We woke up. It is Taco Tuesday. Monday was a Monday. Definitely did Monday. And today is Tuesday. I hope everyone slept well, got you a good night's rest. There's nothing like it. I'm going to try and go to bed early tonight because I'm a little tired today, and that's just from the weekend, and I went to bed late, so I need to rest tonight. But I hope you had a great night's sleep. You've already had your breakfast. You've had something delicious to eat, and you've had your coffee and your water. Start on your water journey, and you come on in and you soak in this knowledge, and you soak in these wonderful gentlemen that are gracing the stage with us tonight. I mean, this morning. It's been a minute since I've done that one. So come on in, get your coffee, get your juice, and hope you've had a chance to meditate and talk to the higher power, because, that relationship with him or her, whatever you believe, is most important. So we're going to get started shortly. But before we can get started, as always, we must start our every show with a morning affirmation. We get that morning affirmation from our girl, my little sister, Mrs. Morningstar, the queen of affirmations. Morning,
Good
sis.
morning. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. Welcome in. Great to have everybody here with us this morning. And yes, we always start with the morning refresher affirmation. We need it.
We do.
We definitely need it. So, um, basically, this affirmation is about self-awareness, kind of just focusing on your self, and maybe some things that you might not speak upon yourself that you should
Hmm.
start doing. So um, whether you're navigating through depression, hopefully you'll seek some support from a therapist or psychiatrist. But if you're looking to boost your self-esteem, here's a few of the few affirmations for you. Number one, asking for help is a sign of self respect and self awareness. Number two, changing your mind is a strength, not a weakness. Number three, every decision you make is supported by your whole uh, experience. Number four, I affirm and encourage others as I do myself. Number five, I alone hold the truth of who I am. Number six, I'm allowed to ask what I want and what I need. Number seven, I'm allowed to feel good. Number eight, I'm capable of balancing ease and effort in my life. Number nine, I'm complete as I am. Others simply support me. Number 10, I am content and free from pain. Number 11, I am doing the work that works for me. Number 12, I'm good and getting better. Number 13, I am growing and I'm going at my own pace.
Hmm.
Number 14, I am held and supported by those who love me.
Yes.
Number 15, I am in charge of how I feel and I choose to feel happy.
Ooh, that's a word.
Yes. Number 16, I am listening and open to the message the universe has to offer me today. I am loved and worthy. I am more than my circumstances dictate.
Hmm.
I am open to healing. I'm optimistic because today is a new day.
A new day.
And that's it, guys.
I like all of those. I really do. I like
Yeah,
those because, we have to remind ourselves that we're okay. I love the skin that I'm in. I don't need to please anybody else besides myself. If I'm not pleased with myself, how can I function and please anyone else? So you
absolutely.
got to put yourself as priority number one. And that's hard for a lot of mothers and women to do, and some men. You know,
Yeah.
we're givers. So take the time to worry about you. There's a little girl putting on her seatbelt, and she was like, her mom is asking her, "Do you need help?" She says, "No, I'm okay. Worry about yourself. I'm okay. Worry about you. Do that. Be
It's
okay
and then
and
too,
work."
y'all, it's okay to seek help when you need it.
It really and truly
It
is.
is not a weakness, it is a strength.
No, it's a flex for you to go
It's a
seek.
flex.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
to
Because
know
if
that
you
you need some assistance and go get
and
it.
you okay
That's
with
a flex.
doing it,
Yes,
yeah.
I'll tell you in a heartbeat. Go talk to some people because holding that in, we don't have all the answers. And if you are just talking to yourself and you're already not happy, then what are you going to tell yourself? So
That's right.
go and seek help. I know I do, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm proud. So let's go ahead and hop into this weather. Now, let me say this. Yesterday, I know it's been raining in Houston, and we're dealing with the floods and we're dealing with the rain and all this, that, and the third, and we're dealing with it. But for whatever reason, why did it feel like we stepped into Hades yesterday? Yesterday was so hot. I walked outside to my car and back into my office building, which is maybe 20 steps. And it
It
was,
was very
yes,
humid
humid.
walking in the morning. Like
Oh
the
my goodness.
humidity was like barely unbreathable. It was
Yes,
crazy. Yeah.
it's not a good look, you know. That's why I have to keep these braids in my hair. I have a big afro by the time I got back in the building. So, I keep my
That's why I
braids.
keep it twisted,
Yeah.
y'all. I keep these locks on lock.
Natural, baby, natural. So,
Can't
okay,
do it.
Holly Springs, you have a high today of 91, a low of 74, with a 15% chance of rain. It's going to be cloudy and sunny all day long. You may have a stray shower or a thunderstorm pop up. May not. Winds are out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity is high in the morning and very high in the afternoon and evening. Tree pollen is low. Grass and ragweed pollen is very high. And your air quality is good. Now, the mosquitoes, man, they need to send out the trucks and everybody needs to start spraying because the mosquitoes, it's like the
They
mosquitoes
lighten
are
me
smart.
up.
Yes. All of my ankles, oh my
My
goodness.
ankles. What's up with the
I,
ankles?
I
That's
don't
where they
know.
go to first. The
I don't
ankles.
know. I've sprayed
I had one of
alcohol
my right here.
all on your hand. They're very disrespectful. And I really and truly think that they actually jump on your clothes and wait to get in the house so they can have a safe passage in.
They
That's,
smart now.
yeah, they're
Look,
smart. These are educated
don't
mosquitoes.
y'all underestimate no mosquito, okay?
Yeah.
Because
So
they smart.
the mosquito risk in Holly Springs, Memphis, and Houston is very high. That's one thing I noticed. Memphis, today you have a high of 91 and a low of 76 with a 16% chance of rain, cloudy and sunshine as well. You may have a stray shower or a thunderstorm later on in the afternoon, late evening. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity is high in the morning, very high in the evening. Tree pollen is low. Grass and ragweed pollen is very high. Air quality is good. The skeeters, once again, mosquito risk is, they're childish and disrespectful, if you ask
Mm-hmm.
me. It's the truth. Childish and disrespectful. Yeah.
They
In
are
Houston,
childish.
they
They
are childish. Jumping on you. I really believe that they jump on your clothes and
they
that's how
know what they
they sound.
doing. They know what
They do.
time it is.
If I didn't know any better, I'd
They'll
say
jump
that
you
alone.
too.
Yeah, they will. They come in what, swarms? Yeah.
They'll jump you.
hmm In Houston today, we have a high of 92, a low of 78. That's really
Whew.
low. It's
Hot.
hot. 24% chance of rain. Is going to be partly cloudy pretty much all day. Winds out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Humidity is high and very high
Hot.
and higher than high and hot and high.
It's hot.
Ragweed pollen is moderate. Air quality is good. And the mosquito critters, the little dinosaurs that fly around. Look at
With the strong
I'm
teeth.
itching already. Yes, itching already. Very high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the mosquitoes are being cloned and they're coming after us one by one, or maybe 30 at a time.
At this point, Kitty, anything is possible, right?
Anything is possible. Look
Anything
where
is
we at.
possible. Look what we in the world of Decepticons. I don't know. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
Lord,
it's been a day. I'm going to
Lord have mercy.
let you go ahead and start with the news
You
you can
know,
use.
because you were talking about weather, I came across an article today about the Trump administration says it won't publish a major climate
Where are
change
we not?
report on NASA's website as promised. Another promise broken.
Does it keep
Now,
any promises?
no, he doesn't. Another step to making it harder to find major legal mandated scientific assessments of how climate change is endangering the nation and its people. Climate change is real. Y'all just heard the way she talked about the weather. These high numbers we're getting, these really really high numbers it's all around these United States, and it's not common. It's
It's
not
not.
common. Earlier this month, it says that the official government website that hosted peer-reviewed national climate assessments went dark.
Of course it
I
did.
wonder why.
Of course. The man,
And
y'all know I'm finna go in.
this was public information that was expected to be in our, we were expected to be accessible to this to learn about our backyard, from warming, the world warming. And this was since 1990 laws required this report. Okay, since 1990.
And then
and
here comes
and
Trump.
and then so on Monday, NASA announced that it was aborting those plans. So basically, NASA is saying, y'all not about to think you're gonna use our site to give out false information.
Hmm.
That's how I'm taking it. I'm reading it as NASA said, not on our watch.
Well, that's responsible of NASA. It is. However, I just feel like people need to know. We need to know something. You know, I. It's like y'all close your eyes and think about it's pitch black dark, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm really finna take you there. And there was no warning. There's no warning.
No warning.
And then all of a sudden the roof comes off. Or you're driving down the street and you see the clouds, but you don't know that there's something in the atmosphere that's coming.
Russian water
Or even tornadoes or hurricanes.
come
How
to
are you
take.
not going to use the technology that we have to help the U.S. citizens? I promise you, I think the man knows that he only has whatever time left before the Grim Reaper shows up and snatches his soul. And he
Yeah.
wants to take as many of us with
He
him.
don't care. I mean, clearly this document was written for the American people and paid by taxpayers, us, to give us information that we need in order to keep us safe during climate change, disasters, as you just stated, things that we need
Hey,
to know,
power.
hence what just happened in Texas.
I mean, how can you prepare yourself if you don't know?
You can't.
Poor preparation. You know, I've always, that's just like taking a test or
Remember,
getting
he
ready.
know more than the scientists, remember?
Thank you. He knows more than everybody, but
Everybody.
we all, prepare for the next day. You get your clothes ready for the next day. You get your bag, your laptop bag. You get your stuff prepared, pack your lunch. Everyone prepares for the next day. Now he doesn't even want us to be prepared. He just wants us to go on um, his word.
Just floating, floating on, literally
Literally,
floating on.
they're
No,
still trying to recover bodies. So I hope the families sue all of them, including
I hope
the
they
Trump
take them for
administration.
everything. I hope they never
Everything,
able to reopen again.
everything,
Everything.
as well as the board that denied them from. They had the money, but of course they spent it on the police force. But that board, the commissioners, the judges, sue all of them. I would.
I would too.
I would sue everyone. I would sue the people that supplied the nuts and the bolts and nails. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, especially if my child is gone. Oh, baby,
Yeah,
baby.
I would tear the house down, baby. The roof, all of that. It's
Yeah.
coming down.
And now we've already experienced that a week ago, and now this one, he decides that he's just going to. We don't need to know, as if it's going to go away. Well, if
Yeah,
no one knows, and they won't know. We
hmm.
have social media, sir,
We do.
Grandpa.
That we do. That we do.
Oh, he just makes
Came
me
across this other article. Trump paused funding for after school programs. States are suing.
yeah.
This was in USA Today. So, a coalition of states are suing the Trump administration to restore billions of dollars in federal education funding, including money for after school and summer learning programs. He don't
Yep.
want us to know nothing. He want our
No,
kids to be stupid like him.
like him, just as dumb as he is.
Woo, I'm so tired of him. So it's like 24 states that's in this lawsuit, and good for them. Filed the lawsuit on July 14th in
Yeah.
federal court in Rhode Island. And basically, Linda McMahon is behind it, another dummy who ain't got no business being head of the Department of Education. Um, they've
Does
been,
she even have a degree?
I don't know who a wrestling degree, sure, if that counts. DDT, what, figure four? They've been catching blowback a lot, as they should,
Mhm.
because you messing with kids. Like these things that you have been doing with kids in education, all this chaos, it's just it's unacceptable.
It is. But he doesn't care. He thinks he can just get away with anything. I mean, that was the same story I was going to report on, but it's
Oh, you had that
majority.
too? You found
But
that in USA Today? Yeah.
yep, it's California, Arizona, New York, Wisconsin. It's probably only the blue states because
You know how they do us.
you
Well,
know,
I ain't in a blue state, but if I was, I fit the look of a blue state. So I'm
yeah,
in a blue city,
yeah. We're in a blue city in a blue
county.
county.
Yeah. So,
It's better than being in a red state and a red state and a red county.
baby,
I,
that's called sundown.
sundown, baby. What it's called?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll go through one more story.
Go ahead.
Well, you know what? I'll go through one and a half. Is
Go
that
ahead.
okay? Is that
Mhm.
okay? So Trump threatens Russia now.
Again,
Taco Man threatens Russia. Taco Man. So now he's threatening to put sanctions on them and tariffs,
Monty.
with tariffs. Because what did he do? What did he run on? Y'all come to the front, MAGA.
He
What
said he
did
was
he
going to
run
end it.
on? He
What did
was
he say
going
he was
to
going to end it?
end the Ukraine
Before.
war.
Before he even
Um,
took office.
America first.
America first.
No more money is going over there to Ukraine. But what he do? What he do today or yesterday? He
Sent the
sent
money.
U.S. weapons to Ukraine.
That's what I heard.
Same thing all presidents have been doing.
Because you have to do it. That's what I heard. I heard that he was going to end it before he took office. Then he said he was going to end it within 2 weeks, and
That's what he said. I heard
that's
him.
what I heard. I
That's
heard
what
it,
I heard too.
but I heard
And
that lie.
we 6 months in.
I heard the lie.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is a lie. You know.
New lie every day.
Oh boy, is hustling backwards. That's all I can say. He hustling backwards.
That's facts.
You pretty much grab. my story, but I'm just gonna say this. I only have one that I wanted to bring up. Oh
Okay.
wait. You still had a half a story. No.
Yeah, the other one was just about I came across was about some black musicians who were targeted by the FBI. And that's been going on for a long time, like all the way back to the 1920s,
Well, that ain't nothing
where
new.
they were targeting black musicians. I mean, I'm going to just name some quick: Nina Simone, Max Roach, Jimi Hendrix.
Remind me some
Of
Nina's.
course, we knew about Tupac Shakur,
Of course.
Billie Holiday.
Hmm.
It was tons. Wu-Tang Clan. Tons of black artists. So it kind of ties in with that book we read, AF, Black as F.
I'm about to read it again.
I need to do it again.
Yeah.
And I gotta send it to my husband so he can read it. It ties into that because they talked about how
Hmm.
the FBI was harassing and targeting politicians because we were very political, believe it or
Hmm.
not.
We were.
We were very political people. We actually held a hierarchy in politics
Yeah.
until they came and did what, Kitty?
Burnt it all down.
Burnt it down, attacked us,
You know.
slaughtered with their
It's
weapons.
what they do.
The savages they are.
Savage.
So that's my half of a story. I'm gonna read more into because that was a good article. I'm probably do a video about it about the black artists that have been targeted for years through the FBI, and it continues on.
It does. Any people who hold any form of power or are
Mm-hmm.
doing something positive, they don't want to see us progress. But that's just too bad because we are the blueprint, and too bad. That's just
Yeah.
too bad. I only have one story, and I hate to even bring this up, but Cory Booker come to the front of the church. Cory Booker, I have
You in
questions.
trouble?
Oh yeah, we have questions, and I need an answer. Cory Booker. Now I have been a fan, and I don't idolize any of them. Y'all just regular people. I
Yeah.
don't idolize anybody.
Just supporters. We just try to
I've
support y'all
supported
because we
you.
know the job is hard.
It is hard. But Cory, why are you the only Democrat that voted yes to make Jared Kushner's daddy,
Oh yeah,
Charles Kushner,
I remember that.
an ambassador of France? Why? I need answers, Cory. I need you to get on the phone. You got my number. I need you to call me because I got questions, my boy.
What's
This is what
up,
we're
Corey?
doing because a lot of us are tired of the Democratic Party playing nice. And I don't get on the Dems too much because I know it's a hard job to do. Y'all don't have the majority. So y'all struggling dealing with, three toes and then the girl, Bober. I couldn't do it. Kitty couldn't do it because DJ Kitty would be in jail for assault. I'm going to say it. But Cory, what's up? What we doing here?
What's the connection?
I'm not understanding why you decided that you wanted to vote with them. Brother, I need some answers. And I need some answers as soon as possible. I am actually going to reach out to you. I'm going to send you a nice email. Because I come on to the show. I need an interview. And I'm going to be nice, y'all. I'm going to ask Cory to come to the show because I need some answers. And I'm going to be nice. And I'm going to let him know I've supported you. I've given monetary donations to you, and you over there tripping with see, I forgot I was on the radio. You over there tripping, Cory. I got
Corey, you in
questions.
trouble.
I have questions, my boy. Anywho, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break so DJ Kitty can calm down. But Cory, be prepared, because I need some answers. You
Holla
tripping.
at us.
Yeah, come holla.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Tumblers for every personality. For the men, smoking trays and cutting boards. For the women, flower jewelry and honeybee coasters. Tic-tac-toe and dominoes. sneakers, sneakers, sneakers. Sparkle Luxe keychains and trinket trays. Head over to ourplugs.com and receive a special coupon code for $7 off $35.
And I'd like you to do one more thing for me. Hold up 2 fingers. This is you, and this is me, and the space that exists between us should be filled with value.
Equal, a global human initiative, and its value identity model.
Opal May Simplistic Beauty is hair care and skincare in a bottle. Take a quick survey and let us design your own formula. Go to ourplugs.com, look for Opal May Simplistic Beauty, and we can get your formula out to you as soon as possible. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Tori G., owner and founder of Say Something Tees, a statement t-shirt company. I got into this business by mistake, but the mission was no accident. As a Black female-owned brand, we do more than just sell shirts. We make statements. Our designs spark conversation, sometimes shady, sometimes in your face, but always bold. From the 92% collection, honoring Black women who always show up, to Dear Black Woman, a love letter to our strength and resilience. Our tees empower, uplift, and keep it real. Because at Say Something Tees, we believe your shirt should speak before you do. Shop Black owned, shop with a purpose. Find us at www.saysomething.biz and let's say something together.
We are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. I have calmed down a tad bit, but I'm serious about this. I got to get my emails out this week. I am emailing several of our representatives and senators because I need some answers on a couple things. But Corey, I'm not pleased, and I don't understand what's going on. Why are you acting like this? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we bowing down to the man with the dead hand now? Okay, Corey. Okay, get it together. I need you to think about what you're doing because none of this is cool.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's go ahead and
Let's get Ollie up here.
let's get Ali on to the show.
You know
And
how time go. It goes so quick.
I know, so quick.
Yes, it does.
Except when you're at work. On a Black job, it drags.
You be looking at the clock like,
Like,
really?
is it still?
It do.
Good morning, Ali.
Morning. What's going on,
Hey,
Corey?
Ollie. How you doing, brother?
I know, right? What's up, Corey? What we doing?
Oh man, people be doing some stuff. They do strange things for change now.
Yeah.
I would like
You
to know
wrote,
too.
just say that.
It must be a good reason. I would love to hear it though.
What good, Ali? Let me. All right, I'm gonna go on mute because
I'm just saying. Let's But so what's going on, everyone? This is the thing I gotta.
Ollie, you ain't got your TikTok up. You should have joined the panel.
I know, right?
yes,
I'm tapping though.
yeah, you can tap in it and be in the panel as well.
And join on the panel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
But we
ahead
don't
and
want
do that.
we don't want to. You calling them out. You taking great pride in calling them out.
Hey, I'm the one with the numbers going up. All them likes you talking about. Okay. So
Right. He said slow your roll.
That's why I said get your butt on that panel.
Hey, don't let me blink twice in here. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, listen. So the military does not want African American soldiers to shave intermittently or have a shaven profile. They don't want you to have so there's reasons why some people don't shave, right? There's a thing with the hair; it curls into the skin, and sometimes it doesn't come out of the skin.
Ingrown hairs. Yeah.
Ingrown.
It causes all these bumps and all these
Yeah.
different things, and so the military said they're going to come up with a new thing what they're going to do is they're going to ban people from shaving for a long period of time. So I'm gonna read the policy, and also gonna play a little video. But if you have a shaving profile, there's no more permanent shaving profile. There's only temporary shaving profile. And if you have a profile that lasts for 12 months within a 24-month period, they could separate you from the military. This is just the bottom line up front. I'm breaking it down from right. So
Or hair that grows out of your face that you have no control over.
yes,
Or
the
hair.
reason why they first looked at this a certain type of ways, they said, well, it's going to stop your mask from sealing properly. They did a study, and that was
A lie.
I can't curse, huh?
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, that was not true. Um, and I'll give you an example. You can see some here, right?
Yeah.
I'm one of them people, right? I'll give you the example. I had the same thing, and the Navy. I was stationed on a Navy base. I'm in the Army, but I was in the Army and I was in a Navy base. Long story. I was always on different bases other than Army bases. Um, the I had laser surgery for 12 months. So the laser surgery is designed for stop the hair from growing on your face. I did that for 12 months. Apparently, it doesn't work on everybody. I'm one of them people, I guess. So when I went to my next duty station, my doctor wrote up a permanent profile saying, "Hey, I seen your thing. You tried everything under the sun, and nothing will solve it." So as I rose in the ranks, I had the profile, and sometimes I shave when I want because I can. Sometimes people look at me and say, "Well, you're a first sergeant. You got a beard. Yep. You want to have any questions? Because I got answers for you." So now, long story short, the military wants to stop that from happening. So basically, if you have a shaving profile, it has to be temporary. It has to be reviewed, and it has to be signed off by a O5 saying yes, and it has to be reviewed. So you could be put out the military if you have a shaving profile that accumulates more than 12 months within a 24-month period.
So basically, they don't want any black people in the military, is what I'm hearing. And you know what? I'm gonna say this: Pete, Keg's breath, whatever his name is, Keg's breath. I think I got it right.
That it's yeah.
Keg's breath.
Mm.
Y'all should want African American, black people, people of color in the military. Y'all know y'all can't fight. It's true. It's the truth. Y'all know y'all can't fight.
Let's just tell them the truth, Kitty.
Let's
Let's just
just
tell them the truth.
look. I'm
We ain't
tired of being
sugarcoating
nice.
nothing
We
no
ain't
more.
sugarcoat. I'm out of sugar. All right, I'm out of sugar. Y'all know y'all can't fight.
She said, let's just keep it 100.
Keep it a
Y'all
book.
can't fight. Y'all should want people of color. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all done raised a bunch of soft batch cookies. Y'all can't fight. Come on now.
Mm.
Y'all
I'm
sit up
just
and
trying to
watch Jason Bourne and
understand
think that
it
that's
though.
y'all.
I'm
That y'all are not Jason Bourne. Okay? Y'all
I'm
Not
trying to
Superman neither.
understand this profile. What is the profile?
they don't want black people in they don't want people of color
So
in the military.
basically they saying you can't shave.
Yes, if the profile is giving you permission to wear your beard at a certain length, and so they're saying, well, we're gonna give you, we're gonna have you talk to someone to see if we could solve the problem. And if we can't solve the problem, if you have a 12-month period within a 24-month period off a profile, you will be able to be separated from the military.
Y'all,
So
if
so
they
let me,
can't fight, Ollie, what are we doing? If they want it to be like, oh, we are protected by all of these
Gonna lose every battle.
every battle. They can't y'all, okay, let me calm down. They can't
let,
fight y'all.
let, let me play this, and I'm gonna show you on the Army pub, and
Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna go on mute. But
all right.
before I go on mute,
It's short. It's short.
let me just ask you one question. When was it that they had to call in the black African American airmen because they were losing? I'm gonna go on mute because they were losing, and they thought they can fight. All of a sudden, they can't fight. I'm gonna go on mute.
All right, here we go.
policy will allow soldiers with skin conditions that affect mostly black men to be kicked out of the Army. The Army is preparing to roll out a new policy that could lead to soldiers diagnosed with a chronic skin condition that causes painful razor bumps and scarring to be kicked out of the service, an issue that disproportionately affects black men. He's going to be fine. The new guidance, expected to take effect in the coming weeks, would bar permanent shaving waivers and require medical personnel to craft formal treatment plans for affected troops. Soldiers in need of prolonged waivers may be directed to get laser treatments, and those who need shaving exemptions for more than 12 months over a 2-year period could get kicked out of the Army. Units across the force will also be mandated to rebrief personnel on grooming standards within 90 days of the policy's rollout. Most shaving waivers are for soldiers diagnosed with pseudofolliculitis barbae, or FPB, a condition in which hairs curl back into the skin after shaving and cause irritation. In March, the Marine Corps rolled out a similar program, allowing troops to be separated if the genetic skin condition persists, also raising concerns of racial discrimination. The primary argument against allowing beards has long centered around concerns that they could compromise the seal of a gas mask. But a 2021 study from Military Medicine, a peer-reviewed medical journal, found there's no conclusive evidence that a well-groomed, modest beard interferes with mask function. Let me know.
So there you go. A well-groomed, listen, it does not affect functionality. It does not. I had a beard when I put on my mask. Didn't affect it. Didn't affect it one bit. Didn't affect it. And so, I mean,
A beard is not going to stop you from fighting. They need as many people of color because they can't fight. What? Who do I need? Do I need to call? Pete Keg's breath? Maybe early in the morning he might be sober. I'm gonna give him a call.
It may not be available. It may not be
You're on
available.
mute, Miss Morningstar. You're on mute, but I'm just trying to
I
understand.
said that's when he starts, as soon as he wake up.
You think so?
I know so. Sure, he had that cup.
That's true.
He probably keep it right at the bedside.
But what is a beard? How does growing facial hair? And it's like y'all, they are looking for any and everything.
You know what?
Thought-
I'm exhausted with these people.
I'm tired, man.
So this is the Army. This is a directive that's coming from higher, right? And it says the purpose.
Them and they memos.
Yes, the directive is right here, right? It established new policy for facial and grooming standards. This directive also prohibits permanent shaving profiles and produce the means for command teams to document and verify basically what we were talking about earlier. What if they go to a treatment plan, they go to a laser treatment if it's available, and the intent is to basically ban folks from having a shaving profile. It says all male soldiers will maintain a clean shaved face in uniform and in civilian. So you're not exempt. Even if you're off duty, you need to have a clean shaved face, right? They said mustaches available, and if you scroll down here, it says '05 commander will ensure the memoranda for approval for religious accommodation are recorded and appropriate for Army personnel. Um, and if you go down here, let's go to page 3. This is where it talks about the time frame. It says right here on line 7, an accumulation of exemption. This is exemption ETPs for facial hair grooming standard totaling over 12 months within a 24-month period may result in administrative separation. Right. So yeah, they're clearly saying that the folks who are affected, which is one set of people, because like I said, the hair itself oftentimes does not come out of the skin; it curls. Mine does. Sometimes it doesn't.
Most black men, most people of color, our hair is naturally curly. You are penalizing people for things that they can't accept, just or can't control.
Control.
It's your hair. Just like they, try to tell black women, we had to wear our hair in a certain style, or it was they I have never seen a group of people who want to control everything, but learn how to bathe first before you try and tell people that they need to shave. And y'all can't fight. You need people of color because y'all can't fight.
The shaving doesn't do anything about performance.
It does not. How is shaving going to stop you from getting out there and performing? It's not. Boy, they are looking at any and everything to try and
They
despair.
on my nerves. They is
Last
on the
nerve.
nerve is
The nerve is nerving.
Somebody needs to put
they on my nerves.
send out a memo about bathing and using a washcloth and some soap and towels, and don't forget your legs.
And then look at this buffoon. Oh,
Uh,
So to make your to lift your spirits, right? This guy right here, the draw off dodger, the burn spur holder of all things, have no kids in the military. Um,
never.
he went to a game and he won. They were playing the national anthem, and the crowd let out the boos that drowned out the sound, right? And you could see this. You could see, is this Christina? No, no, May.
Yeah, that's
She,
Christina.
she was looking around
Christina,
like she wanted to disappear. She
puppy
wanted to.
unaliver
and who Malaysia thinks she is?
with them white shades on. And who's the crypt keepers on the left hand side?
Probably,
Yeah,
probably the wife of. Is that Bezos or
Ooh,
I
she
don't know
like
who the hell it is.
what's her name? Elvira.
Elvira.
She looked like Tales from the Crypt though.
Yeah, she does. Look at them eyes.
Ooh,
Let
y'all. If y'all
anyway.
radio land could see what we see.
Come
Ooh,
on, come here, pretty. Listen to this.
Was that a
For the listening audience, they're playing the national anthem. They're showing Donald, and they are booing. This is in a soccer stadium.
they don't like you. They don't really like you that
well? I mean, well, somebody said, what can we say? I think they're a little upset with
A
Don.
little bit.
I think that
much. They really cutting up.
they cut up. I mean, they booed. I mean, I think that MAGA may be a little upset because they're still looking for that e-file. I think that MAGA may be a little upset because they throwing up the hand waves and everything.
Number
Boy,
one,
yeah,
but
those
the
people
middle. Yeah,
upset.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
all I can say
when they get a
is,
little, a little taste in their mouth too, they really cut up. So
yeah, they're a little upset. I think that
yeah, they had a
somebody
couple
says
sips.
a few sips. Somebody says on TikTok, he says nothing will change in this country until white folks are affected the most. And I think that the people who, MAGA his base or whatever, I think they're a little upset. Could they be upset? I mean, it's what you voted for.
Mm. You gotta open it up. Open it up though. We need to hear it. We need to hear that open. There
It's
you
what you
go.
voted for. I mean, don't get mad at us
Yeah.
because this what you wanted, and frump it. You thought you got away with it. You thought you was gonna come and everybody was gonna be cheering for you. Think
Mm.
again. Oh well.
That's the sound of a fan, ladies and gentlemen. Boots on the
I
ground.
I love it. I love it. I love this so much for him. I hope he thinks about this and dreams about it every time he closes his eyes. Look at him, and then he let out a cough at the beginning. Look at him. Look at.
Look at
Is he
Gnome.
sick? Is,
No, no, wait. Let me go back. Let me go back.
go back. There. Go back now. I want to see the cough again. Hold
Look at
on.
the crypt keeper and look at Gnome. Look at their reaction. Look at the crypt keeper. Like, what the? What? 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 Look at Gnome. Look at Gnome now. She's gonna be looking
Look at him
around.
trying to salute.
Look,
He's
no,
wavering. Is he okay? He can't
He
stand
not.
still.
Mm-mm. He don't know where he at. He don't know what's
You
going
know.
on.
They told him that earpiece told him, put your hand on your forehead. You know how we practice it.
Yeah,
Oh well.
he don't know what's going on.
whew.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, oh well, Frumpy, I'm
But
glad
y'all
that you
want it.
I'm glad that you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the game, and you thought about all of the the cheer boos that you gained, and MAGA, do your thing, do your thing. I know y'all are upset. Do your thing. Anywho,
Beard,
a
beard,
beard,
beard.
beard. Y'all want to get rid of people of color, and y'all know y'all can't fight. I said what I said. Y'all know y'all can't fight. Ali, thank you so much for bringing us this story.
Yeah,
All I'm gonna say
that's a good
is
one.
they think that they are Jason Bourne. Boy,
Hey,
if you don't go sit down somewhere, sit down.
sit down,
Sit
sit
down.
down right now.
Thank you
Side
so much,
down.
Ali. I
I
appreciate
appreciate y'all.
that.
Everybody have a good day, and make sure that you shave when you can. All right, make sure
Yeah.
you
And don't
12
forget
months.
to register to vote. Blue voter
BlueVoterGuide.org.
guide.org. Yes.
Blue as the color,
Bluevoterguide.org.
guide as your guide, voter
Side
as a
down.
voter. So bluevoterguide.org. Check it out. Each state will break it down for the any referendum, any amendments, any local elections. You need to
Yes.
vote in every
Election.
election.
Every single one. So we can
No
get rid.
vote, no voice.
Thank you. And we can get rid of some of these, get rid of all of the Decepticons, all of them. I did hear before you go, but I haven't. I heard what's the girl's name? Todd, the one that just got out of prison. Him and his wife. Their daughter's name. What's her name? Samantha. Whatever her name.
Yeah, I know you're talking
Sam.
about.
She said that she's thinking about running for Senate, and she's gonna go after the big dog in Atlanta. Girl.
I'm your fan.
Miss Morningstar, your face says it all, baby. Girl, sit
Mm.
down somewhere, cause you know good and doggone well. Go ahead, run. Waste these people's
Baby,
money.
you gonna get ran out of the A. Quit playing. That's
If
the
you're
Yeah,
A.
the Chrisleys,
if
and
you're a
they have
felon,
some.
come on down. Oh no, oh no. Mm-mm.
Yes,
That's the
yes. She
ATL.
said
You're
she
not
done got
going.
her. She
You
got
don't
her
stand a
daddy out of
chance,
prison,
ma'am.
and she thinks that she's in. She thinks she's in politics now, girl. I
She going
can't
as a
say what I want to say because I'm on the radio, but just because you did something to get your daddy and your mama out of prison does
She
not
no. Well,
mean that,
she thinks she in there because she had a little,
yeah,
you know,
she has some. I mean,
she had a little taste, and now
her,
she in
her,
there.
yeah, her and Frumpy, they worked it out somehow. They worked it out
And she
somehow.
thinks she gonna come to the A.
Girl, good luck. Thank you, Ali. We
Best of luck.
appreciate you. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and when
All
we come,
right, brother.
bring in our leaders who mentor, and we can start talking about Civil War Part 3. But y'all, y'all know I'm right. Y'all know they can't fight. You're listening to Our Plugs, a community connection on
They
WKRA
ain't got no seasoning either.
92.7. The Change. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, yes, this is my nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what my nonprofit does, we give fresh food boxes to those families in need that's struggling to keep food on their tables. We also go out into the unhoused community, give out care bags here in the Kalamazoo, Michigan area. So if you'd like to donate to the cause, please go to www.carterscaringhands.com and donate whatever you can, so we together can uplift those families that's struggling to keep food on their tables. Highly appreciate it. God bless.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Middleton, life and executive leadership coach and owner of Radiate Coaching and Development.
New people. Uh-oh.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Middleton.
Hey guys, guess what? I got something to share.
Ali, what's going on? I can't play my videos.
Timeless elegance. Redefine class. Welcome to Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion at its finest, fashion that brings out your inner cuteness, and styles that make you go, oh girl, where you get that from? Check me out at www.morningstarboutique.com or at ourplugsllc.com. Can't wait to see you.
And we are back. I'm sorry about that. We were having some technical difficulty. I guess some people were upset because I said they couldn't fight. Okay, be upset. But we still got the message out. We did play a couple commercials. Let's go ahead and bring the fellas up and see how their morning is going. Their Tuesday morning. Hope folks are having a great morning. Good morning, fellas.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, good
DJ
Good
morning.
Kitty, Miss
morning.
Morningstar, Brother
Good morning.
Daryl, how you doing?
Good morning, team. How are you?
Good. Welcome back, D.
Welcome back, DC. Welcome back.
Oh,
Welcome back.
that's right. Refreshed and ready to get at it.
I know that's right. Well deserved
Well
vacation. We
deserved
all get
vacation.
them.
Yeah, DC had the he had the pleasure of going on vacation. You were going for how many days? 7
This is a 7-day marathon.
marathon. Do you want to touch on the cities that you went to?
Just
There-
briefly,
Yeah,
we shot over to Europe. Spent a little bit of time in Amsterdam. Then we went to Spain. Spent a few days there, and then hit Paris on the way back home. So it was a fun packed, full schedule marathon of a vacation.
that's how you do it. That's
Sounds
how you do
wonderful.
it. Yeah, it does, and you deserve it. You work hard, play harder. You deserve it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you, DC.
Me too.
All right. So
Nice.
Reggie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. All things considered, I mean, it's a blessing, and it is definitely a huge, um, what can I say? It's a huge thing to be able to claim that you are safe in these days and times.
Isn't that the truth? That
Absolutely.
is factual. Yeah. So today we are talking on Civil War Part 3. So where did we leave off? Where are we picking up, Reggie?
I just, again, I just think it's important to, for those who may not be front and center, in the conflicts that are and in the battles that are being waged at this point in time in our country. I think it's important for us to keep it front and center on our minds. Um, there are still individuals across the country, and especially in our brown communities, black and brown communities, that are being accosted by ICE. There's still, through executive order and a myriad of other political maneuvers, there are still acts of aggression that are being played out, every single day uh, upon American citizens. And again, I think that when we mention Civil War, people think that, or they ideate that it is the mirror image of what happened in days past and, in years past. But I think that it's important to remember that anytime a government is, initiating or taking acts of aggression against its citizens, that is in essence the definition of what a civil war is, and that's where we are right now. We are literally in a myriad of ways. You guys talked about the situation in Texas, where we're not enlisting the technology that we have to warn people about weather systems. ICE is running up to people on the street in masks, not identifying themselves, attacking people, disappearing people. Now, I think the Trump administration has been authorized to deport people to countries that they were not born in. So we are literally fighting this battle. It's a physical fight. It's a psychological fight. It's a technological fight. It's a biological fight on all fronts right now. So we're having it. It's coming at us from all sides, and I think it's just important that we remember that, even if it's not impacting you today, or if it hasn't impacted you up to this point, understand that none of us are on any exempt list. And so it is important to remain vigilant, and to do everything that you can to stay safe yourself and to try to, to keep those around you safe.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Just the thought of people jumping out of vans and grabbing people off the street. Now, there was a couple of years ago before this debacle of an administration came into play. We heard about, we've always taught our daughters and our sons not to park next to vans and, be stay off your phone when you're walking through a parking lot and, be aware of your surroundings. These people are coming up in mass, not identifying themselves. This is a kidnapping in broad daylight. I don't know who you are, and let's just be honest. You could be anybody. You could be cosplaying ICE and you could snatch women. And who's to say, if no one's stopping these people, who's to say that they don't have these trafficking rings going on? We don't know. That is why people have to identify themselves. And I feel like, you run up on me, run up and get done up. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. I don't know who you are. I don't care if you say I'm with ICE. Show me some identification. If you can't show me identification, I can't go with you.
Yeah, that's the horrifying part about it, is the fact that there is no process whatsoever.
None.
A judge here in California instituted an injunction, and of course, the Trump administration is trying to have that injunction lifted so that ICE can continue their siege on American citizens. And if you follow D.L. Hughley, if you follow his channel on Instagram, he is really kind of posting videos and footage that is very, very up to date, minute to minute, and you see a myriad of instances where this is happening, and it's deeply disturbing. And I watched a video on his channel today where there were people who were simply bystanding and asking, why are you treating them that way? Why are you not allowing them to breathe? Why are you twisting his arm? Who are you? And the whoever they were, I don't know. Again, like you said, nobody's identifying themselves, so we don't know who they are. But whoever they were posing to be ICE, they just started grabbing the people who were questioning them and
Wow.
arresting them too. I mean, so this is where we are. So if you can prove me wrong that we're not currently experiencing a civil war, where our country, our government is, initiating acts of aggressions and acts of aggression against its citizens, then, you know, then this is where
Yeah.
I'm gonna, this is the stand that I'm gonna, this is
Have
the
to take.
position I'm gonna take.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I actually saw a video of a young lady who is an ICE agent, and she put up pictures in their criminal history. I'm gonna drop it in Signal of all these people who are ICE agents. All of them had extensive criminal histories, from SA to murder to robbery. All of them had, and she put up, it was probably a good maybe 15, 20 of them, and they are ICE agents. So these are January Sixers, y'all. These are felons that the administration has allowed to come and snatch people off the street. Y'all, come on now. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I know we all have the same stance. This is what y'all voted for, but nobody voted for this. Nobody voted for inhumane um, treatment of people. I don't care what your political party is. People. What say you, DC? You and Miss Morningstar. I'm gonna step back and let you guys chime in.
Yeah, I'll be brief. We're testing the fabric of the Constitution. Um, he recently threatened to revoke the citizenship of Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say he attempts to do that, and of course, it's going to end up in the courts. Okay, And this case has been, it's been heard before during the McCarthy era when they were, rounding up people they suspected of being communists and trying to take away their citizenship. I mean, this is all played out, and it's already been a predetermined stance from the court that you can't just revoke someone's U.S. citizenship. But we know that at least he has the Supreme Court in his pocket. Okay.
Mhm.
So if he's successful, that means that any U.S. citizen that he deems a threat, uh, with someone that speaks out against him vocally, uh, this is the door, the Pandora's box that he's trying to open. All Project 2025 stuff that we talked about pre-election, he's trying to make it into reality. And of course, Stephen Miller is the master behind the curtain
Yeah.
that's implementing all of these ideologies. So we're in a very precarious, dangerous place that we have not been in, and you got to realize that he can challenge these amendments. The next one he'll challenge is the ability to run for a third term. So that'll probably be a late play for him. But I expect that he will challenge um, to try to run for a third term. I can see that.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I can.
I think that this is the, like you said, DC, this is the test. And this, what he's been doing is basically throwing stuff up against the wall to see what's going to stick. I mean, most of the time, the courts have been fighting back in most cases. Appeal, and, of course, all he's doing is appeal, 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 because that's all he knows. But this is what he said he was going to do: be a
Hmm.
dictator. People fell for the trick of him saying, "Oh, just for this one thing, I'm gonna be a dictator." But who have we known to be a dictator for just one thing?
Right.
He is trying to be a single ruler and make all the decisions. And if you don't like him and if you're not on board, I mean, he already stated, what president have you ever heard state out of their mouth, I don't like you, I hate you too. They hate Trump
Only
and
him.
I hate you too.
Only
Never
him.
have I recalled ever hearing a president say that about his own country, his people in his country. So we already know that we are dealing with someone trying to push towards dictatorship. But we have to be diligent and smarter and get ready for 2026. Because,
Yeah.
yes, if we don't, yes, it's a modern day civil war
Yeah.
happening because people are going to fight back.
Yes.
And I'm talking about in the streets, fight
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's only so much people can take.
Yeah. Yeah. I just listened to a story that yesterday, ICE agents in New York running up on some teenage kids um in a baseball camp. Running up on them now, thank goodness their coach was someone who was smart and said, you're not gonna come in here and talk to them. It's against their Fifth Amendment. They're children.
Hmm.
Came up on them, asking them, where you from? Where your parents from? Now they're born American citizens, but maybe their parents are from the Dominican Republic, from Mexico. They getting ready to, play baseball, possibly get into the leagues.
And then
But
you
here
over
you
here
are
bothering folks.
harassing them. And after that, he said usually they have a group of 25. It dwindled down to two that came to practice the next day. They're afraid.
No doggone sense. These kids, I heard, and we watched on social media, and we were watching this happen. And I've heard there was a man at his job. He worked at in a building, and they did construction. They were constructing the building, um, and he said normally they have like 2,000-3,000 people that come into work. The building next door got raided. He walked around and he was going off. He said, I have no workers. So how are you helping the country? Even the businesses that you say, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring, big business is gonna make more money. They don't have anybody that's going to work. People are scared, and these people aren't coming in. They're staying at home. So, but they still have to feed their family. And look, if it's by any means necessary that you got to feed your family and they're not working, what do you think crime, how do you think crime is going to escalate?
Yeah.
He doesn't, the man doesn't think, and the people who are supporting him, I think that they're doing it out of pure hate because it doesn't make sense. That's just hate.
Well, it makes sense, DJ Kitty, from the standpoint of when you create chaos, then there is a greater ability for you to grab power. You can
Yeah,
grab power in the
martial
middle of the
law.
chaos because all of your systems of checks and balances are then breaking down. And so then you can seize power. So yeah, it makes sense from a strategic standpoint of what it is that they're that's what because again, to Miss Morningstar's point, dictatorship is their goal. Power and control is their goal. So if they can create enough chaos, then they can bypass the checks and balances. And those checks and balances are waning because, as we all know, the Supreme Court just regarding birthright citizenship
Mm-hmm.
gave the Trump administration a victory, another step forward in their, march towards trying to, uh, strip us of our inalienable right to be in this country.
Okay, so I have a question. So when other countries and are their leaders are brought up on inhumane treatment to their countrymen, who is it that is it the Hague? Is it who is it that steps in and says no, you can't treat your citizens like this? Who is that? No one, because we as Americans we've done it to other countries. Who's going to step up and do that?
Isn't it the UN, DC?
Is it the
Yeah, I mean, it would end up being a like a human rights
human rights?
violation. Someone would have to file that case with the UN.
Who I need to call?
Um, yeah, I mean, I hear you loud and clear. I think, my summation is that we won't experience progress until we experience pain. And what I mean by that, it's like in Texas where they had the flooding, where the Biden administration provided funding for them to address the flooding issue in that region, and because it was in the infrastructure bill, and they diverted those funds. Initially, they didn't want the funds because, of course, it had President Biden's name attached. So finally, they did accept the funds and they diverted the money instead of shoring up their infrastructure. They diverted the money to their law enforcement. So
Mm-hmm.
the people of Central Texas should be in an uproar
They should.
about that. But
You would
are
think.
you? Yeah, if you're are your politics so heavy that you would lose a child and not look at the core reasoning behind why this happened? It was 100% preventable, right? Are
Mm-hmm.
you going to let your politics weigh heavier on you than your child's life? And that's going to be the decision that some of these people that have aligned themselves with MAGA are going to have to make. There's going to come a point where the threshold of pain is going to be so great that they are forced to look at what they really belong to. You know, um,
This this is when the mental evaluations need to start happening
Mm. For real,
because because there could be nothing anyone could tell
baby.
me when I have to bury my child.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We're not even going there. We can't.
So
Mm-mm.
these people, what happens to them, like you said, DC, it should be outrage,
I
and
mean, I
we should
know
be
they're in,
hearing
in
it.
mourning. I know they're in mourning right now. But baby, you can two things can be true at the same time. I can be in mourning and going off because mine. Oh baby, you're gonna have to sedate me. especially if I knew it was preventable. And the only reason why he got away with it is because he was on a board, and
It's
he basically,
disgusting.
I mean, it is disgusting, and they didn't want to. What was wrong with warning people? I don't. That's the part that just blows my mind. Why would you put children and people at risk
The more,
outside
as
of
I
the
said, DJ Kitty, the more you place people under pressure, the more you place people in situations that cause them pain, then things begin to break down. Chaos begins to grow. And again, in the chaos, you can seize power. So
Hmm.
this is a strategy.
Yeah,
And
it's a breakdown.
you're right. And just I just like to interject that listen, our entire entire societal model, okay, is a model that measures people's value based on what is exterior to them, how much money you have, how much material wealth you have, how many likes you have on
yeah,
social media, how much influence you have. And
Hmm.
so within that model, what it does is it measures us by components that are exterior to us. And in doing so, it does not measure us by the components that are interior, that are inherent to who we are. Therefore, it disconnects us from our ability to understand, to learn, to know, and to experience our own value. Disconnection cost, or the cost of disconnection, is a loss of power.
Right.
yeah,
Your ability to empower yourself, your ability to understand your own power. And so loss causes pain. And
yeah,
that's where we are right now. We're living within a model that fuels and fosters pain. And all that we're seeing now are the remnants of that model. I'm in pain, so now what do? I pour the pain that I have out onto you, because that's how the model works. The only way that we're going to see a different outcome is to pivot to a different social model, a
yeah,
model that pivots us away from risk, pain, competition, and conflict with ourselves and with others, into a space where we can then experience safety, healing, uh, collaboration, and connection in our relationship with ourselves. And again, the seed produces the fruit. So if you're in connection and in collaboration with you, and you're experiencing your relationship with you in a way that is beautiful and abundant, then that is going to drive how I see you and how I engage with you. That is the only
Hmm.
way that we're going to pivot away from all of the disparities that we're experiencing right now, because people are operating out of pain. And as long as you operate out of pain, you're going to produce more of the same.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I agree. That's just like we were talking yesterday when we were saying, when we were talking to Coach Nikki, how we were saying, people, they thrive off of drama. They want to see the drama. They want to see
Right.
the rah rah versus peace and tranquility. That's not what people
It
are.
doesn't resonate.
It doesn't resonate because so
No,
many people are in pain right
it's
now.
not
And
attractive.
no,
And
and
because
on
that's
it,
our program,
it is
that's what the
that's what's
societal
programmed.
model does. It's a
Yes.
program. So if that's the only, I kind of liken it, because we're all, tech, aware. Everybody's downloading an app. So if the only app that you have in here is a pain app, that's what that's your operating system.
Yeah.
Until you introduce another app with different information, a different program, then this is what you're going to operate from.
You're right. You're absolutely correct. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, so what do we do? Because, it's one thing to identify that this is happening. When we go on social media, every live that I go into, every single one, all we hear is what we all hear. We all know it's happening. But I don't hear any type of, this is the solution. I take that back. I heard today on Zeus's live, he had Dr. Keisha on there, and she's in an organization with a group of doctors that are pushing back against RFK. I sent her a message because I would like to interview her and the doctors. I would love for them to come on the show
Mm-hmm.
so we can speak with them and give them their platform so they can reach more people, especially when it comes to vaccinations and especially when it comes to taking care of their kids and their health. Other than, and I hate to say that, but other than that and what we're doing here in our plugs, now I do hear some other creators talking about, let's get together. They are forming, but I think that we have to push that out to more people, that we're not just going to highlight what he's doing like mainstream media. All they do is talk about what he's done, but not one of them, not Cory Booker, I'm so mad at you. We gonna talk though, but not one of them have stood up and said, well, this is what we have to do in order to prepare our people. they're just
Right.
they're just making it, hey, this is what it is. This is what it is. This is your new normal. This is what it is, and it's not okay.
Right.
It is not okay. People shouldn't We shouldn't settle. We should not
Well,
settle for this type of life.
well, to your point, and there's a saying that goes, people can only do what they know. Again, they can only operate from the program that they've been given. So, what value identity is, or in another way of saying it, identifying your value, what it simply is it is a social model that operates from value in order to produce value.
Hmm.
Currently, we are operating in a value absent model. And so, what you see being produced is value absence. We have to pivot to a different model, a value model that produces value. And that's the simple solution. Of course, there's the greater, more extensive kind of deep immersive understanding of that. But that's essentially what I've created, through value identity is another option for us to implement that will get us out of this mess and that will move us from the risk that we're in into a place where we can be safe in our relationship with ourselves. And then from that will produce how we show up in society with one another and create more safety in our social spaces.
I agree with that 1,000%. And Reggie, I know that you are a member of Our Plugs, um, the Equal Universe. I know that I think you have a profile, but I would love to see you putting some information out there so people can go to Our Plugs and maybe listen to a video, connect that, because people need hope,
Absolutely.
and instead of just hearing the doom and gloom, because that's what we're
Hmm.
doing. We are broadcasting and we're giving people what's happened, but we also need to be able to direct them in a direction where they can find, okay, maybe I need to, like Miss Morningstar, she does the morning affirmations. People need to hear how they can operate differently so they don't
Absolutely.
stay on the same path. But you and I will
Absolutely.
talk about that, you know,
Sure.
offline, because
Sure.
I need you to put that out there. People, we have to do something, folks. We are about to we've got about a minute left in the show. I want to say thank you. We are truly trying to identify what it is that we can do as a collective to save our people, to save our people, my grandchildren, your grandchildren, you know, we've got to do something. So, DC, Reggie, thank you as always. Thank you, brothers, for coming. Any last words before we wrap for the day?
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. So, we're soldiers in this fight. And
And we
again,
can fight.
we have a solution. We
We
have a
can fight.
solution. So
We can fight.
we can fight. We've been bred to
We know how
do
to
this
fight.
through years and years of struggle. So yeah, we're ready for this moment.
Absolutely. DC, any last words?
Yeah, the time to mobilize is now. I know the next big event is 2026 midterms, but we need to start educating people now on the importance of them getting out and voting. And like I said, by the time we get there, everybody will have been touched with some experience of detriment from this administration. So
Yep.
I'm going to think positive. but we need to mobilize now.
Absolutely. Thank you, brothers. Miss Morningstar, you any last words for our
Just want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, TikTok, everybody for being here. Make sure you go and you register with ourplugs.com. Join a community first and foremost. Be part of a community. That way you can get involved. You can show some things that you're doing within the community. You know, I know it's a lot of us doing things, but if we don't talk about it to each other, how will we know?
Absolutely.
So I encourage all the listeners out in radio world, if you hear us, if you want to contact us, go to ourplugs.com and just do a free registration and
And send us
connect
a
with
message.
us
Yeah, send us a message.
and get your voice out here because we need all hands on deck. Y'all have a
Yes.
great Tuesday.
I want to reiterate that. I agree with you, Miss Morningstar, 1,000%. Thank you, brothers, for always bringing a true message and allowing us to live in our truth and giving our community hope. WKRA 92.7 Holly Springs in Memphis, Tennessee. You guys have a wonderful day. And remember, y'all know how to fight. We ain't worried. We know how to
We
fight.
ain't scared.
We ain't scared either.
Hey y'all,
We know how
it's
to
DJ
fight.
Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
We are here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC.
Be sure to tune in.
Hey y'all, it's